without a doubt, one of my most favorite foods on the carnivore diet is a reverse seared ribeye. In the past, I've cooked them first in the air fryer or in the oven, but today we're gonna try something a little bit different. Hi, I'm Jen. If you're new here, I'm delighted to meet you. I've experienced radical healing on a carnivore diet, and I can help you achieve abundant health with diet as well. Today, we're gonna make a reverse seared ribeye using the sous vide method. Sounds fancy, right? I started by salting my steak on both sides. Then I placed it in a plastic bag in order to vacuum seal it. Now I know, lots of people are probably not super enthused about the plastic bag. You can actually buy silicone bags, which I may do at some point, but for now I'm using the plastic bag that I have. This vacuum sealer is awesome. It even has a little slicer on the top of it to trim the bag to the right size, and then it sucks out all the air in a matter of seconds. Vacuum sealing makes food last longer in the freezer and in the fridge before getting freezer burnt or going bad. So there are plenty of uses for a vacuum sealer, even if you're not using sous vide. I can't explain why I get so much joy out of things like this, I just do. Sous vide cooking is super easy and you don't really need any fancy equipment besides the sous vide itself. This one and the vacuum sealer that I used are from Inkbird. I simply clip the sous vide to the side of my Instant Pot insert because that's what I have. You can buy fancy containers with lids for this, but it's not necessary. You can adjust the sous vide settings right on the unit itself, but I find it easier to do it on my phone from the app. For my ribeye, I set the temperature to 129 degrees and I set the time to 90 minutes. One really nice thing about sous vide cooking is that the timing is very forgiving. I could actually leave the steak in here anywhere from 1 to 3 hours and it wouldn't get overcooked because the temperature is so tightly controlled. As soon as you hit start, the sous vide kicks on and starts warming up the water. And within 10 minutes, the water reached 129 degrees and I dropped my steak right in. There are notches on the side of the sous vide unit that tell you how high the water needs to be. As long as you're within the minimum and the maximum range, all you have to do is make sure that your steak is fully submerged. Once the steak was done, I heated some bacon grease in my cast iron skillet. I removed the ribeye from the water, took it out of the package, and patted it dry. Then I added a little more salt because, let's be honest, Redmond real salt makes everything taste amazing. And then I seared each side for 90 seconds in my smoking hot skillet. You're definitely going to want to wear an apron for this part. Oh my gosh, it smells so good in here. I could eat it right now, but all the fancy people say that it needs to rest for 5 minutes, so I'm gonna try to be patient and let it do that.
5 minutes later.
Look how perfectly pink the entire inside of this steak is. It's medium rare but not bloody, which I'm not used to if I'm being honest. Normally my medium rare steaks get my cutting board all bloody, but I guess that's not a thing when you sous vide. It is officially so delicious. It's different than any ribeye I've had before in that it's just very tender, I guess from the sous vide process before the reverse sear, but it's so flavorful just like every other ribeye I've ever had. And frankly, I've never had a bad ribeye. But man, this is so good and it's just perfect because it's not overcooked at all. I might even like to sous vide it and then throw it on the grill for a couple minutes just to get that grill taste. But man, I would highly, highly recommend any method that uses a sous vide. I use a bar of tallow dish soap to clean my cast iron skillet. Yep, soap on a cast iron skillet, but it's made of tallow. I rub the tallow soap on the entire cooking surface, scrub it with a brush, and then rub the soap over it one more time to finish washing it more gently with a rag. I really love this tallow dish soap for cleaning my cast iron skillet. Ever since discovering it, it's honestly all I ever use. I hope that you enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed eating the steak. I wish I could share it with you. I really would if I could. If you liked it, let me know in the comments and I'll see about doing some more videos just like this in the future. Also like and subscribe and catch me on Instagram where we can connect every day.